Disclaimer: be cautious and grounded when it comes to any and all rapture prophecies online, no matter how convincing it may seem. Live every day as if it is your last, not because of rapture expectation, but by principle. And always pair your faith with healthy levels of skepticism. Hello, Darkon here, for another report on the Rapture commotion. And have you seen social media in the past couple of days? These September witnesses have garnered a lot of attention from the media, and as a result they have been under a lot of fire recently. One of the key points from skeptics is that no one knows the day of the hour. Meanwhile, the September witnesses hold to its alternate interpretation, that it was actually code for the Feast of Trumpets. A lot of these witnesses are coming out with apology videos, some hiding their videos or deleting their channels, and there are still some holding on to the hope that the rapture would come by the end of this month. Still, while I shared with you guys my own potential rapture confirmation, I also have to note that I have seen some false doctrine and false prophecy spread throughout this community. Although to be fair, not all of them believed it. The time frame for testing this prophecy, if it was true or false, was that it would happen on either the 23rd or the 24th of September. In America currently it's about 25th of September, and as for the time remaining, there are still regions around the world which are still experiencing the 24th on the calendar. Now some anchored it on Baker's Island, which is very strange considering that there is barely a population there, although Jesus did talk a lot about bread though, so maybe there's something to that. Apparently there's about 3.5 hours from the time this video is posted, and this narrow time frame seems to be the last hope for a rapture. Some rapture witnesses are going all in, and because of that their reputation is on the line. As the time draws more and more near, you can really see that fear start to set in. There are mentions of the mocking and scoffing happening online towards rapture believers currently, proving these two scripture excerpts. You can pause and read them for yourself if you want. Now, how do I feel about this? As you guys know, I did share my potential rapture confirmations. They sounded quite similar to what all these people were saying. I preferred taking the position of an observer, but I'll also be open-minded to the idea that maybe God would be waiting for the very last millisecond for that midnight cry for some kind of dramatic effect, right before globally 24th ends. But there are going to be no exceptions beyond that. And no saying that we misinterpreted 3 days of darkness after the 24th and then we fly. To be responsible, you have to stick to the original premise and not go off course. As someone who has my own reservations, I wouldn't call it quits just yet. But if it passes, there will have to be higher standards set for prophecy claims. The idea of the global time zones having to complete 24 overall, that is pretty much the last exception I will allow.